Hello everybody and welcome to race 9 of the season here at Papyrus Motorsports Park, as we've had a wild 8 race so far. First up, I want to say as a quick side note, I apologize for the small lack of uploads. There's some stuff going on in my room which finally got taken care of. And now here we are, finally back running again like we normally are, at least I hope, as long as something stupid doesn't happen. But we are back running once again here. Back at NRSL headquarters, also known as Papyrus Motorsports Park. So without further ado, let's get down to your starting lineup. On the pole, we have Ryan Acosta starting next to him. We have Johnny Gardner. Third, we have Joshua Scully. Fourth, Kyle Keith. Fifth, Amber Ross. Sixth, Vince Almarego. Seventh, Patrick Smith. Eighth, William Flickinger. Ninth, Andrew Miles. Top 10, James Balls. Here's the rest of your starting lineup from 11 on back. And remember that next week, which will be race 10 over in Atlanta, that will be the throwback week for both Xfinity and Cup. Remember the keyword I said, both Xfinity and Cup. So some of these guys will have some throwback schemes, some will not. On the front of the row, we have Ramian Fisher and Justin Seidel. Certain people will have their throwbacks in that race. Others will still be using their ordinary schemes that they normally would run for this season only. So, as I mentioned before, I am back, which feels like an eternity. It really does. So real quick, I'm going to mention the points here because I have them in the wrong way I have them, but okay, there we go. Let me do my thing real quickly here. Okay, that wasn't the way I wanted it. I apologize for the awkwardness of silence here. I'll mention your top 10 in points in just a minute. And we're about to get the command to fire the engine, so bear with me here. So here's the command.
Drivers, stop engines!
Okay, as the cars are rolling on off, and we're just going to double check to see if everyone rolled through, which, oh, Scott Roush did not get going. That's going to be a big blow for him right there. That's 9th in points. So, looking at our top 10 in points, William Flickinger and Zach Flickinger in the top 2 in the points, and Zachary Fitzwater jumped up to 3rd with that victory he had over at Open Road. Steve Yepes in 4th. Vince Almarego 5th in points. Patrick Smith 6th in points. Johnny Gardner, your outside pole sitter, in 7th. Ramian Fisher in 8th. We mentioned Scott Roush. Not good for him. He's 9th. And completing the top 10 in points, Kev Shearer in car number 71. You're trying to see those cars trying to catch on up. Then the rest of the top 15, we have Alexander Rowe, Craig William Carter, Cole Deaver, Nathan Stapleton, and Kyle Keith. As here we go. We are underway here at Papyrus Motorsports Park. And for those who are brand new on my channel, who have never seen this track before, it is very unique. It is one of the tracks that come with the game outside of the regular NR tracks. I heard some scraping in the wall. I believe, the keyword believe, it may have been a manual hard, but it's a mix of super speedway, and road course that come into play, because road course especially, because you see left and right-handers throughout this course, and also super speedway, because they go at pretty high speed, even though this track does not have regular walls. It has metal guardrails you see right there. Ryan Acosta trying to lead the first lap, and Scott Roush needs to get going at least, so that way if he's going to still continue, he's not going to be a lap down, but it does not look good for that 60 team. That's a tough blow right there for Scott Roush. They can't get that car refired up. First battle we see there, that's Nathan Stapleton trying to go underneath James Qualls. He's going to get it now. Cole Deaver in the 9 trying to follow. Completing that first lap as the leader, it will be Ryan Acosta, as Sicoli now looking for the lead. It's car number 33. William Flickinger, there's your points leader right now in P7. Stapleton at the top 15 driver, and the same with, well, I thought that was Kyle Keith, because they have similar colors, but he's in 6th anyway. Alexander Rowe trying to get around James Qualls. Qualls not in a good position right now. Now he's going to really rely on that right-hand side. There's Craig William Carter. That's 12th in points right there. Rowe is 11th in points. Keep in mind, oh, I would not be where that 28 wants to be, because he got put 3 wide in that area. And that's going to be a trouble spot right there. You just heard. That's Andres Baranskis right there, the 2 car there. Which you see he's got some left side damage. That's a big trouble spot right there. Cars will hit that wall. And 9 times out of 10 could cause an accident there. Scott Roush finally back out in the course. He is a lap down. So he is hoping for a quick caution like right now. He's got to hope for another quick caution to be around the leaders as that happens. Let's actually find the 80 car here, because where we see in our board, he is currently P9. Now remember, Al Morrego's been having some good runs. Just after open roads, now is his first DNF of the season, and it dropped him to 5th in points. Now he is looking for redemption and trying to get back on the points lead is the rookie. And not too far ahead, that's the person who took over the points lead. So far, he's ahead of one of the drivers that he's ahead of 2 drivers that are ahead of him that took over the top 4 there, or actually top 3 of the drivers he's ahead of. The only one he's not ahead of now is the 96, and that's going to change dramatically. Sicoli enjoying that lead. Ryan Acosta's starting to slip back. That 8 car there. I don't remember the last time Ryan Acosta had won a race. I believe it was either last season or a couple seasons ago, and it's been a while for him. But it's good to see him up in the front of the field, though, because you really don't, here for some reason, you don't really get to talk about Ryan Acosta in the front. And that's a tough break, though, because he gets involved in a lot of wrecks that really aren't his fault. He just can't avoid the wrecks. Right now, he's in the podium, so that is a very good sign for that 8 car. Oh, and the caution's out. Eric Burton on pit road. Justin Zeidel, who started toward the rear. Philip Parker. Andres Baranskis. Her day went from bad to worse. Ace Rogers. I think Pritchard, he had to avoid the accident. There's no damage I see on his car. Eckert Fitbar with a poor qualifying effort. Definitely not good for that 0-7 team. Remember, they up to 3rd in points because of that. Caution will wait for the first time today. That's a big break for Scott Roush in the 60. Seidel going to call it quits. Andres Baranskis looks like her day is going to be over as well, and they're going to do some repairs. But we know for a fact Eric Burton and Justin Seidel, they are going to be out of it. It's like mainly a 5-car accident. I really don't see anybody else with damage, so that is a good sign at least. And oh, Phil Parker just plowed Ace Rogers, so that really didn't help Phil Parker, and that understands why he is a rookie. Got to use them brakes, Phil. Other than that, I don't see damage on anybody else, so that is a good sign. Caution's out, however. Joshua Sicoli, your leader. We'll take a look at ourselves our first caution for today's race. Well, this is a wreck I haven't seen before. This is a first. Keep an eye on that 2-car of Andres Baranskis. And it looks like Eric Burton was just minding his own business, trying to check up a bit on the 83 and the 01. And the 2 just completely runs him over. And they're going to go to the outside wall right there. And wow, they take a shot. Baranskis, 1 on 2 wheels. Philip Parker, Ace Rogers. That's where they get their damage. Manuel Hartnett, nice job missing that accident right there. Justin Seidel, good thing because this was toward the rear. He was the other innocent guy getting involved in that accident right there. You see Brett Pritchard and others get around that accident. What a lucky break for that one right there for Scott Roush. Remember, that was 9th in points right there. From what I've seen, the drivers involved, I don't think that was really a major deal to him, though. So, all those guys are toward the rear. I know for a fact Eric Burton's like at the bottom of the 35. So, caution's out. Sicoli, this is good for him to lead the most laps. We'll see what happens. Let's take back to the green. The pit stops underway here on lap 5, and some drivers are having trouble, and Kyle Keith's got a lot of front-end damage. Pit road having some trouble. It is a very narrow pit road. Sicoli going to lead him off pit road. The 44, not 44, the 24 had to remove the hood, who was running in the 8th position. It's 15th in points. That's not good. There's Diego Yepes. I'm not talking about him at all. That's 4th in points right there. Fitzwater and Yepes not in a good scenario. Almerega with the slow stop in the 80. Gonna hurt him. Ace Rogers, no hood. There's Brett Pritchard. Went on out to the track. He's been having such a very bad day. Coley, as mentioned, he's the first one off pit road. There's Cav Shearer. That's 10th in points right there. Cautioned out. Take it back to the green. Well, we're going back to green. There's good news and bad news for Scott Roush. The good news, he's caught up with the field. The bad news, because we were less than 10 to go, and he made a pit stop, he's in the rear of the field, and he's going to have to deal with H. Rogers. So his chances of a good finish are probably going to be out the door. Yeah, definitely not good for Scott Roush at all. So, looking at your top 10 right now, presented by Fox Sports. Got Joshua Sokol, your leader. Ryan Acosta, 2nd. Patrick Smith, 3rd. Johnny Gardner, 4th. Nathan Stapleton in 5th. 6th. Andres Baranska, 7th. William Flickinger, 8th. Joshua Osborne, 9th. Mitch Miles, in the top 10. Cole Beaver. The rest of the top 20 is Jonathan Wong, Craig William Carter, R.J. Bishop, Amber Ross, James Qualls, Jeffrey Finguy, Seth Cole, Cody Lamas, Connor Meyer, and Zach Flickinger. Top 30 includes Jonathan Zorlin, Kyle Keith with a damaged front end and hood that is gone. That's not going to be good for his case. It's probably going to hold up some people. 23rd, Kev Shearer. 24th, Charles Sanford. 25th, Alexander Rowe. 26th, Kate Anderson. 27th, Diego Yepes. 28th, Zachary Fitzwater. 29th, Remy Fisher. Completing the top 30, Dylan Thoreau. And rest of the drivers that are currently continuing on. Caudill 31st. Matthews 32nd. Almerego 33rd. Brock 34th. Sheldon 35th. Richard 36th. 37th, Ace Rogers. And 38th, a lap down, Scott Roush. Drivers out of the race include the following: Justin Zeidel, Eric Burton. Once again, another bad run for him. That's going to really hinder him in the points once again. Philip Parker and Emmanuel Hart had a valve issue. Wow, he had a great avoidance too. I was just about to say what happened to 29, but I believe we have gotten word that he had blown up sometime around where the pit stops came on by, and after the pit stops, he blew up. So we're back green here for Joshua Sokoli, and now it looks like it is safe to say he has clinched the most laps led in today's race. So he's going to get an extra 10 bonus points, or get an extra 5 bonus points, give him a total of 10 bonus points, which is huge for Sokoli, because you could sell. He's not in that top 15. And now Ryan Acosta, the pole sitter for the race, trying to get some of that back. Acosta trying to work on that high line. Look at Gardner run through the middle line right there, you can see. And wow, Gardner with a very risky move. It was a gutsy move, but now it's not going to work out. And here comes a 3-wide battle between Sokoli, Gardner, and now Patrick Smith in the inside. There's that number 12 Shell Pennzoil Ford right there. William Flickinger hanging around in that 5th position. Craig William Carter at 6th. Now remember about Cole Deaver, as I'm looking in the standings, he was out of the top 10 with that run that he had at open roads, and here he is right now having a really good run that has been very well needed. So now, the key question that's going to come into play is who's really going to benefit from this race. Remember, next race after Atlanta will be the halfway point of the season. So we got damaged cars off the pace. We got Baranskis, H. Rogers, and no surprise, Kyle Keith and Vince Almerego. 5th in points rather. Not having a good run. I don't think he has damage. Let's just see though. Well, it does not look like it. I have to mention too about Patrick Smith. He had 6th in points. Johnny Garner 7th in points. Scott Roush trying to do what he can to race along. Hope for a record too. That's all he's got to hope for at this point. How about the double zero right there? Jonathan Zorlin having a rather okay run. I believe my memory serves me correctly. He's in the top 20 in points in the 16 through 20 area. He's having an okay run. He, if my memory serves me correctly, I believe he did have a win, which was over in California, which is his home track, keep in mind. But at the same time, you know, it's like he's just getting hit with bad finish after bad finish, and even DNFs have really been hindering that double zero team. Right now, the key driver is the standings would be official today, or excuse me, after this race. A lot of eyes would have been on this 71 as I have a huge lag spike, and there we go, somewhat. Okay, as I'm having a huge lag spike of an issue right now, which I have no idea why, and I majorly apologize for this, folks. I don't know what's going on, but nonetheless, it should be all good to go, I think, for now. All right, we'll just keep going from here then. 8 car of Acox still in, and there's Zach Flickinger, the 44. He's ahead of his brother, which isn't really a key battle, but the Flickingers, I never thought I'd be able to see is how they're leading the points, and they've been having such a dominant run so far in the NRSL this season, and they are looking very strong. Right now, both the teams' cars are in the top 10. Jonathan Wong in the 74. A little bit ways back. Last scored in the 22nd position. He's in the 3-wide battle with Matthews and Fitzwater. Remember, Fitzwater's been shooting up like a cannon in this race ever since the restart. And he's up to 22nd now, under fire for that position by Fitzwater. Anderson got a little too close onto that 22 corner panel of Ramey and Fisher. But they keep it together at least. Ramey and Fisher, by the way, 8th in points right now. So, the ones going to benefit for sure are the Flickinger brothers, Patrick Smith, Johnny Gardner, who just took the lead away from Ryan Acosta. And that's about it. Jessica Shelton now starting to slip back. Her season woes have really been kicking in. She's dead last in the points. By at least nearly 20 points she's behind from 41st, and that is really not helping her case at all. It's like the speed has not been in her factor at all. Let's go on board with the number 5 Lowe's Chevrolet right there, and we will show you what it is like beyond this very infamous road course. So as you see, now is not super big. Flat, but it's got a small bank. You can see this is where the speedway and the super speedway portions come on in because of the bank turn right here. But now you're going to see once they head over to those right-hander here, this is where the road course and the super speedway portion of that track comes into play because of how wide the bank is and how deep, and also because of the road course being instead of just a left-hander track, you can also see how much of a right-hander course it is right there too. As he just hit the wall right there, and more like he scraped it. Yeah, I had to check up right there because of that turn. Sometimes you can slip in that corner, and you can lose positions. You heard someone hitting in the wall behind the 5. And then this is a flat part of the track where you can get a lot of speed entering this corner. This is where the faster part of the track is. Once you head on over to that start-finish line over there, then the lap is complete. That is a lap around Papyrus. So far, your fastest lap has been the 48 of Benjamin Miles with a 1:17.038. That's a very fast lap right there for a track like this. Benjamin Miles, you can see he's currently in the 8th position. His last lap was in the .863, but I'm surprised we hadn't even had a car hit the 16 mark yet. And look at Miles just swing by Zach Flickinger. Nice move right there by the 48. Now trying to get up on the 98th corner. And wow, Flickinger really smacked the wall right there, and he's going to lose some spots right there. He's enough to, don't see a lot of cosmetic damage on him. Johnny Gardner enjoying his lead. And I think my apologies, and I think Johnny Gardner won at Auto Club. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's not hitting me because I know he did win a race this season, but I can't put my mind on where he won it at. See, there's heading on. Coming to the line will be 3 laps to go. Now, there's no way I don't think... Oh! Scott Roush coming back down pit road. Problems with the 60 yet again. Remember, he's currently dead last as on the course, currently running right now in the 30th position. And taking left side tires. Out and away. Wow, Diego Yepes, 4th in points. Really not having a good run. Jonathan Zorlin hitting the wall, and Almarego, the former point leader, another bad run. This is going to probably really hinder him down. I don't think being out of the top 10, but I mean, bad position, put it that way. Ross smacked the wall. Now Jonathan Wall continuing to slip back is that 74 fast Dodge there. You can tell Ross lost a lot of speed there. And now the 6 and 74 are trying to take the positions via the inside or the high line there, trying to split the 18 down the middle. And now the 74 is going to lose momentum. And the 6, nice move by Dylan Thoreau. Been in the NRSL for a couple of years. Last season drove the 62. Now driving the 6. And oh, more pit stops coming on in. Green flag pit stops. And it's 2 to go. The leaders, the top 2, stayed out. Those guys are risking. RJ Bishop going around the 8 of Ryan Acosta as Cole Deaver now your new leader. Trying to look for a second win of the season and could solidify himself in the battle for the championship hunt there. He's got to hold off RJ Bishop, Ryan Acosta, Benjamin Miles, and Johnny Gardner. Wow, William Flicker just got some right side damage on that 96. I don't know what happened to him. He must have really smacked the wall. Must have not brought out the caution. Now comes the main question, though, as nice move by Patrick Smith to get 2 for 1 there around Stapleton and Miles. Are these drivers coming down pit road? Bronskis is on down. Rogers coming off the track. Now Morego. Now the moment of truth. Is Cole Deaver going to come on down? No indication these drivers are staying out except for Gardner, Smith, Stapleton, Cole, and Fitzwater. And Jonathan Wong. White flag displayed for Cole Deaver, looking for his 2nd win of the season and his series career in the Xfinity. Anderson nearly wrecked William Flickinger. That's a battle for the top 5 right there. Good run by the Season 4 champion, Kate Anderson. But will it be enough, though? Cole Deaver trying to hold off RJ Bishop, Benjamin Miles, and they're trying to make sure they don't run out of gas. Ryan Acosta starting to lose speed on the 3 leaders. But the Liberty University Chevrolet of Cole Deaver. Last season he drove the 3 car, was having a terrible run the entire series. He got himself a new ride for Xfinity in the number 9 Junior Motorsports Chevrolet. Also being in the Chevrolet team with Johnny Gardner of the 83 team. Thought he got rushed to Cup too quick. They're approaching Andres Baranskis. Is he going to do anything? Oh, he's going to get held up. Same with Bishop. And Ryan Acosta. Acosta looking for the high line. And look at this. Acosta. The pole sitter is going to steal the win. Checker flag, and Ryan Acosta is going to hold off Miles and wins at Papyrus. Wow. Deaver just got royally screwed thanks to Andres Baranskis. That ain't going to be a popular move right there. From Ryan Acosta, going to break a winless streak for a fact, is going to pick up his 1st win of the season in that Oreo Rich Chevrolet. Anderson will come away with a top 5 there. William Flickinger, the points leader, will come away 6th. Rock 7th. Ross 8th. Arner got 9th. James Qualls got a top 10. Top 8 stayed out on the track. And it worked out for their beneficiary. Unbelievable. Well, for Ryan Acosta, congratulations to him. His first win of the season. Kind of mentioned already your top 10, so let's get your rest of the finishing results here. So as you can see right there, 11 through 20th, Nathan Stapleton, Joshua Zakoli, they're now official. Patrick Smith, Zach Flickinger, Seth Cole, Zachary Fitzwater, Kev Shearer, Cody Lamas, Jeffrey Finguy, and Jonathan Wong. That completes your top 20. And here's a look at your rest of the results right here from 21st on down through 42nd. Roskus a lap down, 37th. Scott Rush a lap down at 38th. Scott Rush having a very miserable day. That did not help out his case. Didn't have enough time to get to that 2 car. And in the end, Roskus really fucked over Cole Deaver. I mean, it ain't going to hurt him in the points, but a win would have really helped him out in that battle for the championship. But for Ryan Acosta, this is big for him. So now we have the Cup race. They'll be here in Papyrus, and then our Throwback Week, which will take place in Atlanta. So this is your boy, 867-5309-858, signing off here at Papyrus for now. We will see you for the Cup race. Till then, goodbye, everybody. Here come the points.